Hi, my name is Morgan. My dog's name is Dozer. He is a 2-year-old pit bull, and he is currently spending some time with Canine Healing. I adopted Dozer about 3 weeks ago from um, a home where he was living with his mom. She was dating a man who was not the greatest person. He was abusive towards her. And so when she knew he was coming over, she would bring Dozer into the house for protection. And when things would escalate and the man would get physical with her, Dozer would typically step in, and then in turn the man would turn on Dozer. So he was used to being regularly beaten by a man. So his fear and anxiety towards men was pretty significant, and we experienced that the first weekend that I had him here at my home. I introduced him to my brother, and he showed some fear and aggression towards my brother. So we had that incident happen that weekend, and then on top of that, I have 2 Jack Russell Terriers, and he met them both that weekend. And we're not sure what the situation actually was, whether it was over food or what it was. But we had 2 incidents with both of the dogs that landed us at the emergency hospital twice in one day. Was that in order for me to get help, I had to have hope, and my hope and help is Canine Healing. I know of Canine Healing because of my cousin Marissa. She is the VP of business development there. I personally can vouch for everything that Canine does because I have known Marissa's dog Brock since he was a baby. Um, and he went through training with Canine Healing, and to see Brock today versus how he was when he was younger is night and day. He's a completely different dog. And so I knew the help that I needed and the help that Dozer needed could come from Canine Healing because I've seen it firsthand. Their work is tremendous.
When Morgan first called me and talked to me about Dozer, I knew that we were the people to help. I knew that we could do exactly what we needed to do with Dozer to change his outlook on the world around him. But I knew, since I have such a great relationship with Morgan and Jesse, that I would be able to be very honest and open and drive home the fact that we're not going to be able to make sure that Dozer likes every person he comes across and gets along with every dog, and that everything's going to be 100% all the time. We can't promise that. But what we could promise is that we could change his outlook, that we could make living with him easy, that you wouldn't have to live on edge all the time, that we could teach him how to manage everything and get a different outlook on life and start enjoying it and stop reacting to it. Living in the stressful anxiety bubble that he was living in wasn't healthy for him or anyone around him. So we had our work cut out for us, but we all knew from the very beginning that it would take a village to raise this dog. So here's a glimpse into Dozer's journey to a new dog.
I just want to show you some of the progress that he's made. He's for what he came in as, and like the level of anxiety and the fear and the intensity of a really kind of big, strong dog who had a really troubled past. He's really come a long way. In this clip, you're seeing Dozer participating in an exercise we call feeding the chickens, which we use to desensitize aggressive dogs, specifically when there's food involved. And the first time that I did this exercise with Dozer, he did in fact start to do some type of resource guarding or becoming aggressive, and actually went after another dog. And it gave me an opportunity to stop him and do my best to teach him that wasn't the best way to proceed. And as you can see in this clip here, he's very successful. We've done this several times since then, and he's learned that there's no reason to guard food on the floor, and he can go about eating and actually getting close to other dogs and passing them along the way. This is a really great exercise that needs to be done under the supervision of a professional. Typically, you'll want to have some help on hand. Dozer, come here, buddy. Come on. Dozer, come on. Good boy. I know. Come on. Into your place, bud. Into your place. Good boy. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to require that he does a sit or a down. Because he's going to be in there for a while, and I'm okay if he kind of goes in, has the ability to turn around, maybe get up and spin, and then lie down on his own. So I don't want to be so formal as to make him do a sit or a down. The only rule is he's not allowed to come out. You can see he's actually kind of waiting for a release potentially.
Hi everyone, we're here with Dozer. We've been home for a few days now. We've been very firm with his commands. He's being very responsive and listening well. Over the last few days, Dozer and I have become quite the pals. Given the fact that he didn't like men in the beginning, really excites me that he can get along with most gentlemen now that he's got the opportunity of meeting.
Since he's been home, he's been fantastic with our other dogs. We've had no issues, and that was a major concern of ours prior to him going to training. So we're really impressed with that. And also, he had a pretty poor interaction with my brother Brett, but since he's gone to training and he came home, we were able to train Brett as well with his commands, and Brett's able to command him just as we are.
Dozer, come. Sit. Dozer, sit. Good boy. Good boy.
Put him in his place.
Dozer, place. Place.
And he's very responsive to Brett. He listens to Brett, and they're building a relationship as well, which is really exciting to me, considering the two of them were the ones that had the worst relationship to start. So we're really proud of him. We're really appreciative for everything that Canine Healing did for him, and it's only going to go up from here.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Canine Healing.
Oh man, look at that dog. Look at that dog. Look at that dog. Look at that dog.